Nush versus Atow. I didn't say chat, here we go. I just noticed it. I said it earlier, not before the match started. And I froze. It completely threw me off. We do indeed go, chat. We do indeed go. It's Atow versus Nush. He is on to play another match after his match against Evo. And we had a little bit of a break in between. Nush needed a bit of time, but he's ready to play now. We'll see how he performs against a guy like Atow. We have been getting Nush against the best of the best recently. He had a match against Toxic, a guy who probably had pretty similar Salt 9 results to Atow from what I can remember. And I recommend you go back and watch that series against Toxic. But one thing I will say, it was quite close. So we'll see how he performs against Atow today. And of course, if this is your first time checking in since the recent matches, we have the boost on the nameplates. Something that was not there earlier yesterday when we ran matches. But it was added, and now as spectators we can see the boost amount at all times, which is a great improvement. And I really like how, you know, especially for ones, how natural it is. I've never really wanted to add too much overlay. Look at this shot from Nush. You know, Atow's probably not often in a lobby where he's not hitting the most mechanical shots, but Nush might be up there to fight against him. Overlay is wrong. Oh, good points. Good points. It is wrong. Let me, whoops, switch it. Here we go. Should be fixed now. Thank you. It is Nush who is up 2-1, not Atow. And that's why it's so important to just now look at the boost meters on screen on their nameplates. No longer do you need to rely on the streamer making sure that it has it on the right side. Look at Nush go. That press the wrong button here. Nush is insane. Like I said a moment ago, a little reset carry with the flip. Another reset wave dash pin behind Atow. He may not be the guy who scores more mechy goals in the 1v1. And I'm sure Atow's not used to that. Nush wants the 50, doesn't get it. Atow gets the save with momentum. We'll bring this ball down to the ground, but a little bit too close to the net to get anything going. Nush is going to turn and challenge. I don't know if Atow happens to listen to the stream while he plays. I know some players do, but basically giving him a leak here, which is that Nush loves to be aggressive on defense. As soon as he leaves the play, he likes to get right back into the play. Not often does he do this, which is shadow, and every once in a while you're forced to. And Nush with no boost isn't going to be allowed to be too aggressive. Atow refuses to not have more reset goals than Nush, so he gets one here and brings himself within one. It bothers you how pixelated they are? I'm sure there's like a rendering limit to the name tags. So obviously they're going to be like as pixelated as the characters are. Nush, again, wants the challenge early here and realizes he's going to get beat, so he tries to half flip out of it, but it's too late. He either needed to fully commit or fully retreat. Nush able to steal his own back corner boost. And when he sees an air dribble, he's going to take it. Has the reset, but in the process of getting it, or maybe didn't get it, lost control of the dribble. Forces to protect it. Interesting use of the flip from Nush. Nush goes high to stop Atow. It didn't work out. He went to the ceiling, and he used his flip right away to kind of retreat slightly and stay in the air. He got another reset of his flip on the back wall, but Atow did well to guide the ball away from that right post where Nush would have stood a chance. Instead, forced him again to get in the air if he wants to make a save. Atow trying to pin this one just underneath the crossbar. Nush actually dove out for a moment extra to see if he could get a demo. Didn't connect on it. Atow. Did he try and pogo reset there? He pulled off when Nush went to challenge. And tried to see if he could use the 50 for something, but Nush again will intercept. Dodging around Atow. And neither one of these guys are going to have a ton of success if they try and defend each other in the air, because both of them are just way too efficient. Atow, the reset, uses it to go over the top of the challenge, and even though the ball is headed to the back wall, it's an easy double. This is a reset only 1v1. Yeah, whether we meant to or not, it's going to be a very air dribble heavy and maybe reset exclusive 1v1. Nush, he needs to find a way to not lose space on Atow, because it has now become all his. He wants a new server for the next game. He got faked there, probably a little bit by the server. 92 ping for Nush. Atow, of course, has no issue. Nush does prefer EU servers whenever we have him on show matches. So it's not that he wants to head to Middle East or is too worried about the ping. That's something that he's basically been forced to play with, but he does just want a new server. We will get him one, but he's not out of this game, and he, didn't forfeit for a reason. He knows he can bring it back, but couldn't get this power shot to be quick enough to get past Atow. Nush now fake. Atow, I faked him twice actually. The first chip, he made it look like he was going to start the dribble, and that's why Atow's jumping to prepare for it. And he leaves it back down on the ground into a wave dash and challenges again, but it's another fake. And now 55 seconds for Nush to try and come back and steal this game one. Gets caught up on Atow's kickoff, and now will be forced to defend Atow in a near impossible situation. Atow dashing onto the ceiling. Nush actually does connect on the save and puts it off the backboard, and that assists him in his counterattack. Low 50. Boost steal. Great position now for Nush. Going to try and undercut Atow and take the midfield. And that pinch is probably just going to favor Nush, I have to imagine. It's going to be a heavy bounce back towards the orange half. And Atow's going to have to defend on even less boost, but that reset's not going to cut it. Not unless Nush connected on the bump, which he didn't. And now he's really trying to make a poor first touch work, and it's not going to happen. Atow dunks it and secures game number one with a 3-goal lead with 11 seconds left to go. Nush. Wave dash kickoff. Reset over the top of the ball. One for the road. No. Atow won't even let him have that as he tries to get a spicy shot. Nush able to keep it away. Game number one goes to Atow, but we'll head to a new server for game number two. We're back into it. Game number two. Nush and Atow. The beginning of the game for Nush looked better, but Atow seemed to have it figured out. That is an important part of being a 1v1 show match player. It definitely changes from ranked. Oh my goodness, Nush, he got a ton of power, but Atow is unfortunately just very prepared. Saw the air dribble from a mile away. Pre-flip touch from Nush. Not enough height, so he'll back off and allow Atow to get to his favorite position. Reset underneath the ball. The backflip to slow it down, and it will get the goal. Nush challenging underneath this play. And wow, oh, Nush, he got caught up on the wall too. It's funny because we couldn't see because Atow was so busy on the wrong side of the ball as well. But Nush got himself caught up on the post, and that's not often going to result in a save. Nush now resets. Oh, wait, what? I don't understand how he even put it on target, but he wave dash shot it, and Atow was apparently also there and got the save. That was a burst of movement on the ball as soon as he landed on the ground. And Nush is doing a lot of ball cam toggling. It's been hard to track the play on his POV. He's trying to take the ball away from Atow right now. I think that it's probably the right way to play this. Even leaving for a moment now allows Atow to get to the air, but not on a clean setup. As Nush, look at the movement from Nush. He gets up over the top of the setup on the side wall, so Atow is forced to give him and then a single jump and uses his flip turned upside down to push himself back down and get the power shot. It's just so clean. Now Nush has himself a tie game, going to the wave dash kickoff. Actually did a good job of recovering from what was potential disaster with the way it was set up. And look at these early challenges. This is what I'm talking about with Nush. He does not like to wait around regardless of the situation. He's going to do his best to rush out to you. And Atow there is actually trying to counter that. He's expecting another Nush dive, and he's just going to power shot over the top of him. Attow's slow dribble will not ever result in the ball going on target, and I'm actually surprised Nush dove in and allowed Atow to score here. Atow, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, right? I just talked about how Nush loves to dive, but Atow at a basic standstill, his only choice is to go for that flick pop. If not, he drops the ball down, and you know the 50 is not very reliable. So the only way for Atow to score is if Nush actually creeps out and allows that flick to go over him, and that's what he did. So Nush going to be playing from behind in game number 2. And actually Atow, he dove to get a demo, but Nush actually pushed the ball to a place where I think if he had just played ball, he might have had a long shot with Nush not being able to stop it. And so fortunately for Nush, he was getting chased down instead. Now 0 boost. Can't be losing these races to the midfield, so he just felt like he couldn't get off the wall to stop him. And you know, Atow will get his. He gets too many of those setups. Huge kickoff win for Nush, who feels like he could be on the verge of letting the series slip away with Atow again pulling out to a lead. Strong double attempt. And Atow able to clean it up. Chaining those dashes to stay in the play despite low boost, and now a flick will be the beginning of an air dribble for Nush. Couldn't get it past the midfield line. Nush now has a ground carry, not something that he does too often. He is known for going for that 360 grounded flick where he has like a back wheel on the ground as he launches it. That is one of the things he does go to when he is rarely on the ground. Atow gets the bump but can't get the ball on target. Nush needs to find a way to grab some boost here or make some magic happen on 0. He actually has the ball around the net. I'm surprised he went so far around the ball. So that allows clean steals and clean takeaways, which is really, you know, something you cannot let up as somebody with a boost disadvantage. But I tell you what, Atow looking strong here against Nush. Nush to the ceiling. Can he find a way to make this work? Gets the resets. The 50 isn't there. Atow jumped, though, to try and stop it. Nush not able to steal that corner boost. Now he wants to return to the play. But Atow, he's just too good, man. He's just too good. He has the read on everything Nush is trying to do defensively. And like Moxie, when he gets his ball carry, Atow is just automatic if he gets his air carry. And he doubles it in into the top right post. Or sorry, into the top right corner around the post. 5-1. Nush using the ball to get a reset here, trying to chase down Atow, but didn't connect. And you can see the moments in which it seems like hope is lost for Nush. Anytime he's out of boost on ball and he's forced to retreat from the play to give Atow space in order to get 100, that is when he has been losing the game in those moments, because Atow is just way too good offensively to be given those opportunities. And so I don't know if Nush needs to find a way to stay efficient. Oh, Atow gets the reset, doesn't use it, instead sneaks it into the bottom right. But Nush needs to find a way to keep his boost high. Challenge while having some to spare. This is an interesting wave dash kickoff. I'm going to watch Nush again. Quick dash and flip. But I don't think he's scoring 4 goals here in 15 seconds. Nush Nice save. Can he make anything out of this final effort in the game? No, Atow went for the low speed. Full field psycho. Didn't connect. Atow looking like the clear favorite here. Up 2-0 in the series. Octane Nush. Will it be the answer? Out of the Fennec and into the Octane. Fairy Peak. Thank you. The 1v1 GOAT himself with a 312 viewer raid. Much appreciated. W raid indeed. As you guys join into Atow versus Nush. Atow up 2-0 in a match against the youngster from the Middle East, who has not been able to find the answer for Atow's aerial 1v1 offense. And it looks like at the start of game number 3, it'll be more of the same. This time, though, Atow goes low and sneaks it underneath the pre-jump of Nush, who finds a way to matrix over the top of it. Both these guys vying for control off the kickoff. Atow going to take it back into his corner and get the 100, so he comes out the better of the two. Nush was able to get his boost, but couldn't keep the ball, and that's actually a clean save for Nush, and this needs to be, you know, a conversion, and instead it's a demo. And you just have to be perfect against a guy like Atow. If you get a clean save and an opportunity to get out ahead of the play, it has to turn into a goal, or it has to turn into at least a solid chance, especially if you've been having a tough time against Atow. Instead, it just resulted in a demo and another bit of offense for Atow, who's read this early challenge, gotten the reset, used it for a wave dash, and is just showing the separation right now between him and Nush. But I don't take Nush as a guy to give up. I imagine he gladly accepts the challenge. He's got a one kickoff here, and that could be the beginning of a comeback. He is far from out of it in this third game, or in this series really at all. Just have to get it game win by game win. You got Atow convinced that the flick was coming there. Fell off the back wall. First goal for Nush in the Octane. Nush trying to chase Atow down. He's on ball with 0. Has to be careful, but he hasn't had success when he's left Atow with the ball. If Nush gets back to this, wait, that's a great flick from Atow. But a pretty impressive recovery from Nush after getting bumped. Oh my goodness. It's too bad that, you know, Atow still had the shot easy. But man, the turtle flick, there was so much that went on in those moments. I'm just blown away at the Nush recovery. Nush going to the ground. Yeah, it's not looking great for him. I think you can see the tilt there. Atow now slowing it down on the goal line. Those plays need to be there. And for those of us who have watched Nush in the past, they have been there. You know, if you allow Nush to get into the air, he's as good as the best in the game at getting those finishes. But right now, he hasn't been able to find it against Atow. Atow heading to the ceiling. Nush to the back wall. Able to make the save. And it gets a demo in the process of getting possession. The double jump shots will keep the ball volleyed and directly into the net. Nush. Nice boost grab. Is he getting started here in this series? There's no question that Atow, after getting a couple goal lead here in this game, starting to get comfortable 360ing on the goal line to slow the ball down and let it still fall in. Is that the small opening that Nush needs to just get started? Nush, another great save. Atow getting caught up on the landing. Nush had no choice but to dodge Atow, but he undercut him again, so he's actually still in a great spot. And these have to be conversions. Nush doesn't get the demo and cannot get out to the corner to prevent Atow from fully resetting on boost, so Atow will have 100. Nush has the capability of going the distance here, but needs to be careful when he runs out of boost. Can he go crossbar down and in? He can't, and he left no boost left over to jump up and follow that in. He doesn't need a ton, but if he had some, he maybe could have, and Atow, he is too good on the ball. If he is with it, he's going to get his goal. Nush could not catch back up. So a 2-goal lead again for Atow. Trying to finish off the sweep against the youngster. A kickoff goal might just be enough to secure it. The way this game is going, Nush seems like he needs to be the one grabbing kickoff goals. Nush not able to grab the midfield boost. Atow now trying to go back to work. Quick recovery to not even allow a moment in which it seems like Nush maybe has a good opportunity. Immediately gets taken away by the speed of Atow. Nush first touch on the resets. He seems to be trying to milk it out a little bit more. It's something that Nush, I think, gets away with against other opponents. Nush wants to be the guy, or he wants to be getting almost like multiple resets per shot and popping off and, you know, looking for almost as most mechanical play as possible, but there needs to be some functionality to it. It's all a trade-off. And I think what Atow has done here is he has punished just about every single moment in which Nush has made the wrong decision between, you know, functionality and a bit of flair. Every time Nush has maybe gone for a little bit too much on a play, Atow's there to not only stop him, but counterattack on him because of it. And so I hope that this is maybe a learning moment here for Nush, playing against an opponent who does not allow him to get away with anything, and he actually turned away from the ball there. He needed to rush his follow-up after it fell off the crossbar to have a chance here late, but it is going to be Atow in a full sweep, looking to be just a bit too good as he protects the ball and prevents Nush from scoring. Nush is going to play out the last 8 seconds, which could be a good sign. Wants to learn everything he can here against the top tier opponents, but Atow is just too good. What we get for our 0-second wonder, it'll be tapped to the ground. GG's. Thanks for playing today, Atow. Thanks for hanging out too, as he hung out for a while we found the second match. Maybe we'll have some more matches tomorrow.